What's cracking, guys? Amy Crichton here, and in today's video I'm going to show you a really cool piece of gear that you're going to want in your kit. So this thing right here is called the Ecoflow Delta Max, and pretty much it's a solar generator, which means it's pretty much just a really smart battery box. Now this thing is really cool. I've been doing some tests on this, and this is a game changer, not only for remote filmmaking, but if you guys are into camping or four-wheel driving or stuff like that, getting out and about where there is no power. Now, how are you going to charge your gear? Well, that's where this comes in. So this is super handy. It has so many outlets on it, and it can also be powered by the sun. Now, if you guys are interested in caravanning or four-wheel driving or getting outdoors and using something like this, I've done a full video on our Foxtail Adventure channel, which you can check out up there, and I'll also link it down below. But for this video, we're going to concentrate on what this thing can do for video and film equipment. Now, I also just want to mention that Ecoflow has sent me these products for free to do a video and to do a test. So just to be perfectly clear. Now that doesn't mean this is an ad, this is a review of this product, so I'm going to be brutally honest on how this product performs. Now before we get into testing this with all camera batteries and gear and stuff like that, this guy's competitor is a petrol generator. Now, I know which one I would prefer to take out when I'm filming, especially filming audio. This guy is so quiet. It has a couple of fans on it, but it really is nothing compared to a petrol generator. Now, we've got so many outlets on the Delta Max, it's just not funny. We've got 4 AC outlets, a SIGI outlet, 4 USB Type A's and 2 USB Type C's. The Delta Max has a capacity of 2000 watt hours, and it also has a max surge of 5000 watts when using X boost, meaning you can plug in an aircon or a high powered device into this battery and it can handle the initial surge without cutting out. So while we were camping in our caravan, I put this thing through its paces and threw a whole bunch of batteries at it for the test. We went from the Sony A7S series batteries right through to the Inspire 2. So check this out. It's saying we still got about 6 hours with the one battery and running the fridge. I'm just going to try a few different types of camera batteries that we use. So the camera that I'm shooting on at the moment is a professional Sony FX6 camera, and it takes Sony batteries, but we also can have it rigged out where it takes V-Lock batteries, so they're bigger again. Let's start small. Let's start with the little mirrorless camera, which we use quite a bit, and see how she goes. So it's charging, which is good, and I plugged it into the wall obviously because there's no point plugging it into this because the whole van's, I can plug anything in a 240 into the van and she'll go. So that's done bugger all really. It's up to 308 watts, which is the fridge and this battery, which is cool. That's very nice. All right, let's step it up a bit. All right, so we're set up. I've got a little power board here, and we're going to try and plug all of these things in at the same time to charge them all at the same time. Because normally, like if we're going to bed or whatever, I'll plug them in all overnight so they're fresh and ready for the morning. So this battery here is a big sucker. This is the Sony for our professional FX6. Here we go. Jeez, that doesn't sound very good. The new power boards are so bad. Alright, it's also charging. And we've gone up to 332. Still on 5 hours, so these batteries really aren't making a big dent into the whole scheme of things, which is bloody good news for me. Alright, next one. Alright, so the next battery on the list is what we call a V-Lock battery. This is what we use in the professional video world, and these power a whole bunch of different things. So these can power your camera, these can power lights, these can power monitors, all sorts of things. And they are a high wattage item. So this is going to be really interesting. If this can handle These batteries, I'm going to be really impressed. So let's plug her in. Okay. Now, that's charging. I'm impressed. It's gone up to 4, 18, 17 watts. It's kind of hopping in between. It's dropped down to 4 hours. But once these charge, you know, it's probably going to take maybe an hour to charge. And then obviously that's going to go back up. So, oh, this is good. This is really cool. I'm really impressed. Now we've got a few more batteries to try. All right, so something else that we also use on the road is our Ronin 2. Now, this can actually be powered by USB. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just plug this into the front. Turn that on. And just see how this goes. And it's charging, which is cool. And it's gone up to 420 watts. It's pulling. So that's pretty good. I mean, it still says 4 hours as well. So this is charging all of this stuff, which is getting a bit hectic. We probably wouldn't charge this much stuff all at the same time. All right, now on to the next one. All right, so something else that we use really frequently is obviously drones, and we have a big drone and a small drone. So the small drone we'll try first, and that's the Mavic Pro 2. Now this is going to be interesting. I'm learning with you as we go. So it's powered on. It's jumped up to 500 watts. Which is not too bad considering it's you know, a lot of power needed to charge these bad boys, and it's dropped to 3 hours as well, so that's understandable. We are pulling a lot of power out of this thing. It's handling it like a champ. Alright guys, so these batteries here are for our Inspire 2 drone. These are really high power batteries. It takes 2 of these to fly the drone, and you still only get about 20 minutes out of it. So these things are going to chew a lot of this battery, and I'm going to be surprised if this even works. Now I'm out of PowerPoints. Jeez Louise. I'm going to run it over to this one. Quite a long cord here. All right, it works. You're joking me. So that's jumped up quite a bit. So we're now looking at 664 watts. It's kind of going from 661 to 664 to 665. It's dropped to 2 hours, but bloody hell, we're charging the Sony A7S batteries, the FX6 batteries, 2 V-Lock batteries, Mavic 2 Pro batteries, Inspire 2 batteries. We're powering a bloody fridge at the same time. If I missed anything. And we can do this for 2 hours if we want. Now this is overkill for what we would do. We're either using one drone or the other drone, so this is a bit ridiculous. This is really quite impressive. So, I mean, I was pretty stoked with all of those batteries being able to be charged. Obviously, it's a little bit overkill to try and charge them all at once, but it just goes to show you guys how powerful this unit actually is. What's also really cool about the Ecoflow is you have an app to monitor everything that's going on. So you can monitor how much power you're drawing and how much power you're actually putting into this thing via either the 240 AC or through your solar panels. Now, having said that, once you've charged all your batteries and you've drained this sucker down to 0, how do you actually charge it? Well, there is a couple of ways to do it. You can plug this into a wall outlet and charge it. And a really cool thing, Ecoflow actually has the fastest charging technology, meaning you can charge this thing in under an hour from 0 to 80%. If you are off-grid, however, you can, like I said before, plug in some solar panels to this thing. It'll actually take up to 800 watts of solar coming into this thing to charge it up. Now, Ecoflow have a few different panel types. The ones that I have are 160 watts each, so I have 2 of them. You can get up to 2 400 watt solar panels to max this thing out. So that will be the ultimate charging beast if you want to power it from the sun. What I also like is Ecoflow has not limited you to just buying all their gear. So you can actually plug any type of solar panel into this and it will work. Another plus for this unit is that it's lithium. Now this is the latest battery technology. We're very used to seeing AGM batteries, you know, in the back of all drives or in caravans and stuff like that. They are really heavy batteries. I don't know if you guys have ever used one or picked one of those suckers up, but you know they're there because they're bloody heavy. These are all lithium batteries, so they're really, really light. They're about 20 kilos. Now that might sound heavy, but an AGM battery can actually weigh up to 40 plus kilos. Now, if you want more power and this just isn't enough, Ecoflow do offer a few different unit types. They've just come out with the Pro version. It's quite big though, it's a big unit. But what I love about the Delta Max is you can start off with this and then you can actually add on extra battery packs if you need it. So I've got the second battery as well, and I have to say it is a little bit of peace of mind knowing that once you exhaust your first battery, then you have a second battery as well. So if you guys are doing any remote filming at all, this is an absolute game changer and it will change your life. This thing is amazing. The ability just to charge your phone, charge your tablet, work on your laptop, charge your camera batteries in a remote location is just amazing. And the guys over at Ecoflow, I think they are absolutely leading the charge with this stuff. So I cannot recommend this product enough, and I'm so excited to see what Ecoflow come out with in the future. And that's it for this video. If you did like it, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.